So it was the morning. I woke up and went to the bathroom. There was a towel, so I took the towel off there, and then I started cleaning, and right in the morning, and I washed the window, and then I went to wash the washing machines because they were really dirty, and then I just realized when I was washing it, I needed to do the laundry. So these are two, three. This is ground. I poured something, whatever that is called, that you need to use for the washing machine. I started it, and then I went into the kitchen to make something to eat. First, I got the baby bottle, and then I made the baby bottle. I left it on the table. I looked in the fridge, and we always eat food in the morning. So, gave Michaela apple, myself some grapes, and my husband takes some himself. And I walked into the living room. There was a glass, so I took it. And while I was gone, I drank my water from yesterday. And I took the cup out. Then I washed my cup. I washed my cup so I can drink from it. There, water now. I drank it because I got sometimes I drink it. Then it's nice and clean, and I got the boiling water ready for it. And then it wasn't too hot because me and Michaela don't like it as hot. Me and Michaela don't like it as hot and I don't make it as hot not Michaela, but the glasses can break. So then I went into the prisoners. One prisoner was asleep. The rest of the prisoners were in there, and that's our prisoner. This is one of our police officers, and my husband's also a police officer, but he just doesn't take as well care. But I just saw that our toothpaste and our towel is in there, so I took it. And then I took it to the bathroom until the baby started crying. So, realized the baby started crying. So I went over there and then put the cloth down. And then the baby was there, and then since I think the baby it needed something to eat. So I took the baby to its high chair. Put the baby on its high chair. I took its bottle, and then I made it drink something to drink. And then I put its bottle into the sink. And the baby was grand to stay on its own. It doesn't do any bad things while it's in its high chair. So then I went back into the kitchen, put the cloth away, and I picked up the baby, and me and the baby went. I put the baby on her llama, and she played for a little bit. I watched the news, and we hardly wanted to go out today. So I had no plan, but my grandma had plans to come over, and my grandma, she never comes over. But today, I guess she wanted to come over. She texted me, and I was grounded with that, and I took Michaela's bunny. I put the baby down on the sofa so she fall on the llama, and then I went to Michaela and put her bunny beside her until Michaela woke up. And she woke up, she was holding her bunny, and she ran into the kitchen because she was probably starving. I waited for Michaela to eat because Michaela thought the grapes were for her. I told Michaela the apples for her. And then we ate. And then Michaela ate. And then Michaela took a sip of her water, and I took a sip of my water. I kept taking sips, but she only took small sips. Until she finished, and I did not. I just left the rest of my water there. So then I stood up and put Michaela's cup in the sink. I finished my water, and then I left it there, and then I put some more water in for my husband. So then Michaela got up and said, and Michaela hid her bunny behind the pillow. So I had to fix them there. And then Claire can share the big bunny and the little rocket ship. I gave that. I told her not to play with the big bear because Grandma's gonna come over and she doesn't like really messes, but she was grand with it. I was happy. She's never grand with it. But then until my grandma came over. Okay. And the elevator was dinging, so I opened the elevator, and it was my grandma. We hugged each other. My grandma went to see the kids. She sat down, and I asked her, does she want anything to drink? And she said yes. I said I'll give her some pineapple juice, her favorite. And I gave her the pineapple juice. And I went to wake up the prisoner because I always say the prisoner, but it's not the prisoner, it's the police officer. And me and the police officer went down, and then I told the police officer that if he has any fridge, he can take anything to drink or eat. I gave him a meatloaf sandwich and this Red Bull drink yolk, and then I handed it over to him, and I went off. And then police officer ate. He was happy with it till the can was empty. Just trying it, and he gave it until these two are the prisoners, he said. And then he turned it out to the prisoners. Okay, and he looked at his map and he needed the wanted cat. So he went out to the wanted cat. While I went to wake up my husband because my husband was asleep for too long and I don't want him sleeping all day. And he woke up before I even woke him up. And then we both went into the living room, and I got the baby because I wanted to sit down, and then me and the husband sat down, and then the baby sat down, and then the baby sat down between me and the husband, and then Michaela sat down beside, and then my grandma just sat there on the beanbag. And we just had a lot of fun until my grandma sadly had to go. She had to go. And the police officer was back and they talked for a little while. And Michaela went up and went back to playing with the rocket ship and the bunny. Till the husband got up and said he was hungry. He took an orange and ate it and went to take a bath because he was kind of stinky, he said, so he went to take a bath. So I got up and then me and the baby got up together and I put the baby in his crib because it looked like he was tired. And then I found my husband's drink. He didn't even drink. So I took it and put it in the fridge because why not? You don't want it to be cold. And then she checked, and then her husband was done. He was dishes in the bathroom. And then I took out the laundry, took the basket, put the clothes in the basket, closed laundry, then I put the clothes in the dryer. In there, and I put the basket down because I did not want to go get it up and out. And then the baby was crying. I took care of it, and I also got my headband out. My hair was getting in the way, and I got Luna her outfit for the day. So I carried Luna to basically her changing chair, you can kind of say. And then I changed her, picked her up, brought her to Michaela. And I told Michaela, well, she might. And she did, yeah. And then the baby and Michaela played for a little bit. So I left into the bedroom, and the laundry stopped. Yeah. So I went to make everyone's bed. So the laundry stopped, and my husband took it out for me because I was cleaning all day, and then he just took it out, and I told him not to, but he still did. So he kept going until he rang it to the hang little area, but he couldn't figure out how to hang it. He didn't know where to put it, so he just went back to the room. And then opened, and he saw the baby's little outfit suit. Put the baby's clothes where they were supposed to go. And then I asked him, can he go get the spare clothes that are there? And he was like, yes, of course. And then he sat down on the toilet with the lid closed. He took the clothes, took the second one, closed 2 packets. Well, he didn't close 2 of them. He closed 2, and he opened one, and then he closed the other. He called Michaela, and I said, I can't go, I'm minding the baby. And he said, the baby will be fine. And then Michaela got changed. She didn't want to wear that, so she put it on shorts. So then Michaela went back to playing. The baby was fine. And then she turned off the TV, and then we all needed to go. So then he picked up the baby. He brought her to there. And then the police officer went. And Michaela followed her dad. I followed back. Before I left, I cleaned up all the toys. And then I went to my family. My grandma walked in. My husband walked in. I told him not to hold my grandma's hand. So I went in the middle, hold both of their hands. Then I put the baby in, and Michaela went in. Then we all left.